My name is Jeffrey Litton. I'm going to be interviewing myself on the topic of what it takes to be an effective principal in today's society. The first question is, what talents, skills, and abilities do you possess that you believe are important to be an effective administrator? A couple talents and skills and abilities I think I possess are, I believe, first of all, that I'm a great motivator. Uh, I have experience as a head coach for tennis for 8 years. I've also been an assistant golf coach. And in the coaching profession, you are constantly motivating your players to want to succeed, to want to win, to want to do better, to want to become a better athlete. And in the same way I do this in my classroom, I encourage my students to want to be better, make better grades, score higher scores on their ACT. Also, I believe that I'm a great listener. I've always been told that I have always been willing to listen and to hear people out. I'm also very understanding of my students that I have in class. If they have a legitimate reason for turning in something late or forgetting to bring something to class, I'm very understanding and want to help them out instead of scolding them. I'm also open to new ideas for in the classroom, what it takes to be effective. I'm always trying different things myself. So I would be open to any new ideas of principal to what a teacher might have in order to improve the climate and academic setting of our school. Second question, how do you see yourself as a dispositional fit for school system leadership? My overall disposition in life has always been very positive. I have a very positive outlook on life. I try to see the good in every situation that I'm faced with, even though sometimes those situations might be, daunting and overwhelming. But I tend to remain positive, maybe while everyone else around me is seeing all the negativity in the situation. So that kind of disposition fits in well with administration because you're going to be constantly faced with tough situations and situations that you have to work through, situations that you have to come up with a solution for, and you want that person to have a positive outlook. That way they can make the best decision for what needs to be done. Third question, what is your vision of a 21st century, a school for 21st century learners? I am fortunate enough to work in a school that 100% believes in using technology every day. We have touchscreen laptops that our students have access to. We also encourage some self-paced learning, watching videos on tablets or the laptops that they have access to, and those are for people that wish to get ahead. So that's kind of my image of 21st century learning, is just having a very diverse variety of instructional strategies. You walk into a classroom and one teacher might be using videos, the other teacher might be doing self-paced, and another teacher might be just giving notes on the board. So I just envision a very diverse look from class to class, not the same instructional strategies all the way through. I also envision students using technology out in the community and presenting things with knowing how to use the latest technology and implementing that into their future occupation that they want to do someday. Fourth question, discuss the role of the educational administrator as school system manager and instructional leader. Principals have so many responsibilities that sometimes teachers overlook. They run the daily routines. They help come up with discipline policies, cell phone policies that are really important today. They have a hand in every single thing. So the role of the principal is super, super important. They pretty much control every little aspect in the disciplinary side of school. And then also they have a strong, probably the head role in instructional practices there. They're the ones that come up with ideas. They're the ones that encourage teachers to try different things. Our principals I've had in the past have always encouraged us to branch out, read new books, research new things that are working out in today's society. And the last question, in your plan program, what would be a critical need that you would have in order to prepare you in becoming a successful administrator? I view this question as kind of like what's your greatest weakness type question. And for me right now, and in an administrative position, I think I would want to work on my organizational skills. I'm not saying that I'm a big slob with organization, but I think with principal, since you have so much responsibility, you need to be very organized. You need to know where all of your files are for this and that and what it might be. You also have so much data that you're in charge of looking through and being able to pull up at a moment's notice. So that's the one thing I would want to work on the most is my organizational skills. All right, that's it for this self-interview. Thank you for your time and have a great night.